Well, it's a big welcome back, viewers. It's been quite a while. Here we are. We're in Brazil still, and we're at a place called SUMIDOURO, I think it's called. And the main thing that they do in SUMIDOURO is cattle. So we've got quite a bit of stuff going on here. We've got some big cattle yards. We've got a little bit of equipment. Everything's a bit of a shit fight. Like, there's stuff everywhere. I think there's houses mixed in amongst the farm. But the main things we need to worry about are the cow pens, which I think are over here. Watch I don't get run over here. So there's 4 cow pens. There's our house. Got a pool. There's 4 cow pens down the back here. I think I've filled 1 or 2 of them up. I think I've been playing a little bit, so I filled that one up with food. And I think there's there's 2 of those. And then there's another cow barn here. And then over here there's this is the milking barn. This is the barn with the milking stuff set up. So this is like a dairy one. I think it's got 2 cows in it. It's full of food and water. The other 2 have got food, don't need water. But as you can see, there's 2 cows, that's all I've got so far. But there's plenty of room for more. I think one of them holds 1,500 or something ridiculous. So if we go out here a bit, we've got a couple of fields. When I first came in, the fields were all corn. So I harvested them, and I'm waiting for January to get the best price. So we had this field here was all corn. This field here, which I'm currently planting grass in, was all corn. And then down the other end, I'll just jump quickly. There are 2 grass fields down here, next to each other, 2 smaller ones. But you get a fair bit of grass out of them. So yeah, mainly it's going to be grass, and then I think I'll keep that big field. I think it's got oats at the moment. We have to wait for the rain to stop before we harvest, and we've only got this month. So I'm hoping the rain stops after lunch, although looking up the top there at the weather forecast says rain followed by more rain. So we'll get this grass done, we'll get it picked up. I'm thinking about making it into silage in the silage clamp. But we'll see how we go there. So I'll get this stuff done, finish off that grass. I'll go up and check on how the grass is going where I'm planting it. Let's have a look. That's the same tractor. Here we go. That's planting the grass. The rain's unbelievable. Look at that. Bucketing down. Something else I found out too. There's no fucking windscreen wipers on my tractor. Back in the day, you used to get windscreen wipers on your tractor. Don't know what happened there. Maybe that was in 22. So yeah, that's where we're at. Once this field finishes and the mowing finishes, we'll pick up some grass, and hopefully I'll be back when the rain stops, and then we can start harvesting that oats, because like I said, we need to get it out of the ground. I'll be back and I'll see you then. So we're back again, viewers. I'm still waiting for the rain to stop. It's been raining terribly, so hopefully it'll stop soon and we can get this harvest in, because as I said today, it's more or less the last chance to get it in without it withering. So my driving's improved. I'm still the best driver on Farming Simulator, bar none. What's the weather forecast? Rain, 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 cloud from what? 2 o'clock. Get this header set up. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I had 4 fields of corn when I first started, and it's all in the silo up over there to the right. There's 135,000 litres or something. So I'm hoping to get a fair bit of dough out of that. Because as you can see, we haven't got much money at the moment. I want to actually hire a windrower, but I don't know if I'll have enough money. Could have some implements we could sell. Let's just have a look at that. Let's see what we own still. Vehicles. Get up there. Yeah. That's some mucked up looking plough that I don't use. We might get rid of that. Yeah, if you're not going to use stuff where they give you stuff, like that's a bale shredder, I won't use that. Yeah, if you're not going to use the stuff, get rid of it. I think that's some sort of cultivator. I'll keep it for now. I don't really need the ute, to be quite honest. Don't need that water tank because I've got another one in mind I'm going to buy, which is actually cheaper. Trailers, tractors, bag handler, tedder. Well, that's a weight. They're weights. I didn't know what they were to start with. I thought, what's that thing? Is that some sort of plough or something? But it's actually a weight. Okay, so we've got 71,000 now. So what we might do is, where's the other tractor? Might take it down and start windrowing, or windrowing this grass down here. That helped with a bit of dough. Yeah, you get a fair bit of equipment. I have sold some previously as well, like big cultivators and that, because I just don't use them. I prefer a plough. Because I play with the ploughed state on, so you need a plough to get the ploughed state. A cultivator won't get you the ploughed state. Some subsoilers will, but some of them are only 3 metres wide. And to do a field that big, it'll take you an hour and a half. So yeah. Oh, there's wild horses on here too, I forgot to mention. We just went past one back there. So we'll stop in here. Suppose we may as well hire the windrower and the trailer, like the forage wagon. Okay, so we need to go here, and we need to go here. Windrowers. I like this one. I think I'll just get the normal size for now. I can always make it bigger later. You can make it so it's like longer and wider. There's the one of those, and then we also want a forage wagon. Ooh, 50,000. Well, we won't be buying that. We'll be leasing it. You want those at a further date, a later date. A further date. So we hook this thing on the front, this thing on the back. And away we go. Pretty good looking setup, eh? That thing on the front, you can get it up to 20 metres wide. So now we get here, we go to the front of the tractor, we drop that, and whoops, we're holding up the traffic. Turn that on. Then we go to the back, drop that. Oh, what? I'll go to the back. Hope this works. Oh, look at that. That's cool as. Didn't take too long here. Yeah, she's a bit, the steering's, it's been no good since FS19, the steering. I don't know what they've done to it, but they've made it super sensitive. You can turn it down, but it doesn't really do anything. Try going this way for a bit. The trailer's not lined up. That's okay, but so I'll keep going with this and I'll get back to you once again when it stops raining. So I've got our first load, viewers, so we're going to take this back to the farm and put it into silage pit and turn it into silage. These actually hold a lot more than this, but I forgot to do the upgrade on it. I'll do that later at the repair shop. I wonder if you can drive in from the other end. That'll be easier. Let's see. Looks a bit steep. Oh no, it's cool. Geez, it empties fast. This tractor gets up and goes okay. Away we go again. So this has taken a fair while, and we've only been around once. It's not even a second lap here, and we're just about to get our first trailer full, I think, or close to it. So this is working out pretty good. It'll be interesting to see how much we get, but yeah, we can sell it all off and buy more cows. We'll have to buy, maybe at one stage, once we get some cows going, we could buy a bigger field. Like that one over there looks like a good size. There's some fairly big ones. If you look at the map, trust that to do that. But as you can see, the one I'm on here looks like a large field, but have a go at some of these others. Well, look at these ones. They're whoppers. Oh, maybe we won't fill it up this time, but it'll be close. I was told 30,000, I think. Maybe a bit more. Whoop, just a bit there. So yeah, at least they give you some decent tractors and a decent trailer. Anyway, I'll be back again. So due to the late start, due to the atrocious weather, we're now working into the dark because we didn't get a start till 2 p.m. So but that's all good because it's almost done. Tomorrow's another day. We've only got a little bit to go. We haven't done with. Look at that beautiful sunset. Quite picturesque down here in Brazil. It's pretty nice. Been nice indeed. Let's get this harvester emptied and let's get this done. Tomorrow's another day. I think we're going to plant something in here. Thinking instead of going cash crop, I'm thinking soybeans. They're probably worth the most out of everything. And we still can't sell our corn for the top price till January, which is what? October, November, December. We've still got 3 months to go. I'm hoping to get that in this episode, so we might have to kick it up a bit once we get the, if we go with soybeans, once we get those planted, we'll maybe skip a month or two so we can get up there and get our money and buy some cows. Yeah, it's definitely nice here at night. Look at that last little tiny bit, he has to get that. Good job, bro. Okay, so that's that done. Just park the harvester over here for a moment. Jump out, jump in the truck. The tractor. Shame the front lights don't work as good as the back ones. One thing I could probably want to make some money, spend on putting lights in around the farm because it's pretty dark. Oh, shit. Yeah. Drop this in. Let's jump out and have a look. Hey, I think that says 94. So that's better than a poke in the eye. So there we go, we've got that done. We've worked through till dark, so that'll do it for our first day. I'll be back in the morning and we'll get some more done then. So finally, viewers, without much ado, we're finally going to get our, with much ado, after I figured out I sold all my cultivators and then had to plough this field and then I figured my seed is not a direct drill or my plant is not a direct drill, so normally if it was a direct drill it'd just go over whatever was in there and just plant the stuff, but anyway, we've got it started now. We're still waiting on our grass to grow so we can mow it. Don't know what's happened in the middle over there. Said I haven't played for a while. I'm sort of stuffing a fair bit of stuff up, but I'm sure I'll improve as we go along. But yeah, we're waiting still. I've said it a million times. January we can sell everything. We've also got, what did we just harvest a minute ago? Oh, that'll be right. Let's have a look. What am I looking for? Prices. Here we go. Corn sells best in January for 228 and oats sells best in May. Hang on, is that January or June? Fucking corn sells best in July and I've missed it. I can't read for shit. That doesn't say January. Oh, we're coming up to it, but April. But we're not in April. May. We're in October. What the fuck's going on? So what does that mean? Well, I suppose I just sell it when the line says. Because we're not in October. Let's have a look at the planting thing. There's a bit of confusion. That says October. So that's not even accurate. I'm just going to have to go, oh, one of them's not accurate. Suppose I could sell a trailer load in June and see what we get for it. It's a bit of a cock up. Well, this is going to take all day at 6 kilometres an hour, 6 miles an hour, so I don't want to bore you to death with it, so I'll keep cruising along and once again, I'll be back shortly. We've got to iron out a few bugs. There's a few bugs, a couple of wrinkles we've got to iron out, but we'll get there. Well, here, or we're not, but our Brazilian worker is. And that way, that'll be in. We'll jump out and check it out. Yep, 50% soybeans. Needs lime. I don't know if I'm even, I suppose I should lime it. Like, may as well get the big yield out of it, soon it's my cash crop, and I've only got one field for that. So this should be it, hopefully, and then, yeah, we had that confusion. Like we had a look just a moment ago. I think we can sell our corn in 2 months. I'll have to sell a little bit and see, because the month up there on the screen now on the top right doesn't coincide with the month on the calendar. So that's a bit of a balls up on the map maker's part, but you know, I don't make fun of the map makers because I couldn't make a map in a fit. I wonder if he's going to go around straight around here or start mucking around and like going all backwards and forwards and that. That's what they usually do. Oh, we've still got another lap to go. Jesus, I thought that was it. All right, we'll get this lap done and see what happens after that. All right, let's mow. Fuck, missed the corner. The shading bullshit, can't see fuck all. There we go. We're getting a bit of grass up. More food for the coos. Grass. This and a half of it. That's why I let the workers do a lot of my work. I know it costs money, but they're a lot more accurate. It takes them longer, but you know, they don't miss bits. Not normally. Yeah. Not a bad mower, this one. Even mows going backwards. Did you see that? Okay, that's enough of this bullshit. Let's put the worker on. Watch it. It'll go straight sideways somewhere or something. Yeah, look. They're fucking... No, maybe he's going to go straight still. They don't like the way I do it. No, he'd rather mow just half of it each fucking go. Dickhead. Well, here we are. This will be the last little bit for this episode because we've reached time. But we're just going to hire ourselves a forage wagon and go and pick up that grass. We'll need to buy one sooner or later, but we don't have one at the moment. They're quite expensive. But if we hire this one here, shouldn't cost too much, $2,000. We'll get this grass up. And yeah, then we can move on hopefully to our destination of January, where everything should get a bit more exciting with a bit of luck. Not that having cows is that exciting, but it might be. Who knows? We'll see when we get there. Pretty sure I showed you guys this setup here before. Okay, let's go. Right into the back. Yeah. Just a bit there, we can get that later. It's good if you've got big runoff at the end of the fields because you can go straight past and then turn and come back. Don't have to corner as much. But anyway, that's the end of this, my first episode for ages. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I have making it. It's good to get back into the swing of things, making a few videos, and yeah, so as always, thanks for watching. Oh, and stay safe till next time.